Hello, this is Girma, English teacher. Don't forget, that means okay, from Lucybridge Academy. Don't forget to write comments and different issues that challenges you. Under the comment you can write. We will give you very vivid, very colorful, very significant ideas from this channel. And then confidently what I tell you is join this channel. I'm pretty sure you'll get a lot. This is what I said. Then when it comes to our lesson, last time I told you before the end of the lesson, as we discussed about these discourse markers, and then generally we touched about what we call transitional word, and I told you that transitional word or discourse marker or cursive device, but their function is almost the same. That means to connect sentences, according to the relation, based on the relationship. Again, remember that means to use contrasting words or addition words or result words after we identify the relationship of the two sentences. Then maybe the second sentence may be the result. The second sentence may contrast the previous one. Therefore, we have to identify, because most of the time you'll be asked in exam making a blank space. So before you decided, you have to say, and in addition. Not only identifying the relationship because of punctuation mark, because of the place, this transitional word varies, do have value, do have differences, and then this is what you have to recognize. Then when it comes to discourse markers, already I told you, sometimes we call transitional word or else cursive device discourse marker. As you strengthen your knowledge concerning this one, already I gave you, for instance, to focus attention on what follows in the sentence. This is done by announcing the subject in advance or else to indicate a change of subject with regard, regarding, as far as is concerned, concerning, as regards. That means those transitional words, their function is to do this one, what I told you. And then when it comes to the second, when we intend to present or else different ideas, that is contrasting, that different ideas, not contrasting, then on the other ideas, whereas, while. For instance, let me show you one point here is, let me show you about this contrasting, yes? Contrasting and different ideas. Contrast means almost opposite, close to opposite, yes? Different ideas and other. Therefore, people may categorize those discourse markers and contrasting under the same. Okay, let's put under the same topic, but their function is somewhat different. That's why at the beginning, only being familiar with the topic doesn't put you in a guarantee position. You have to see their specific usage. That means, for instance, here, my brother, okay, sorry. We can say like this, yes? My brother we can say like this. My brother is playing outside. Look, whereas my sister is helping my mother at home. Obviously, this is different ideas, yes? Different ideas. But contrasting is like this, for instance, although she worked, okay, let's say, let me make different sentences. different sentence from the previous one is, although she read the book for an hour, she didn't catch a single idea. Have you seen? This is basically when a person reads, we know that he will have some knowledge about that text. I mean that text or that subject. Almost this is opposite, that means. But this one is different ideas. Have you seen different ideas? It's not opposite. Or to give you additional, even though she woke up early, she couldn't arrive, she couldn't arrive at school on time. Have you seen? Although this is, even though the difference, have you seen? This is totally contrasting, but this one is whereas, and what we call on the other hand, while, when we state different ideas. Therefore, you have to see like this, otherwise you may make a mistake. In exam it can be, or else when you read, when you comprehend maybe different types of these texts. Therefore, this is very basic, especially in English. Being familiar, the usage of this transitional word is very important, and most of the time students be challenged concerning this area. Therefore, as you don't be confused again, then if you do have a detailed knowledge about this transitional words, or else cursive device, or else sometimes, as I told you, discourse markers, and then you can make your sentences very meaningful when you intend to write, that means, okay, a sentence, or else when you want to write a paragraph. So easily you can do it, very meaningful type of sentences. Therefore, that's why I give much more emphasis on this area, because most of the time my students be confused on this area, as they don't have masters their function as well as practice. That means, okay, in using them in their own sentence. Then the other one is to add information to what has been here. You are going to show that the second statement results from the first. Therefore, as a result, example that I gave you here is, and then the other you yourself you can add, for instance, since, as, because, to illustrate, for instance, such as, and like that is. So, having this, or else based on this one, I have prepared maybe one task or else exercise. So from this already their function is given, then things will be easy for you to complete this one. For instance, your advertisements for hotel staff, I am writing to apply for a receptionist, to apply to receptionist, that means, okay, or else of a receptionist. Then which one is appropriate? For instance, first you have to see your advertisement for hotel staff. I am writing to apply for receptionist. That means, although your advertisement for hotel staff, I'm writing to apply. That means almost contrasting. That means, okay. Look here, number 2. Dash basketball remains a popular sport. Football is by far the most popular leisure activity. That means, yes. And then again, this one is contrasting. So from the contrasting, you can take one. That means, yes. My mark have been improving steadily. Dash, I have had several success on the sport field. And then here additional, that means in addition, or else this is additional. When you see, you have to evaluate the two sentences. A percentage of hospital patients has smoking illness, that the number of smoking is increasing. Have you seen almost here? This is contrasting. It says many people do have a problem because of this smoking, becomes illness, but still other people are increasing. That means, so you can see this one. Therefore, this is contrasting like this. Here already I gave you the key of all of them. You can see. That means, okay. The other one is, complete this description with 3 words. It says with this word is also and as a result, but however, this is additional exercise. Student, when you do more exercise, you will become perfect this. But only if you are limited with a certain number of exercises, you stop that. Because we do have different types of question according to, because English is a bulky, and then the function of this transitional word is do have different functions. Then it is good if you practice, if you tackle a lot what we call this exercise. After you just do different types of this exercise, you develop experience, and then you don't face any difficulty to comprehend the text, to write you yourself. This is what I advise you as a teacher. So here, I'm pretty sure many of you, maybe even if you are this generation, you know about Titanic film, and then even that gives you maybe hint. So using this one also and as a result, but however, so that means you can complete this one. Is the Titanic was considered, for instance, let's do the first together, the rest I'll leave for you. Yes, the Titanic was considered to be the fastest and modern passenger. The Titanic was considered to be the fastest and modern passenger ship of its days. Now here, the first sentence is admiring, that means, or telling us about the positive strengths of the Titanic, the ship. It was believed to be unsinkable. Have you seen? Yes, this is telling us how much that ship is very modern and the fastest of its days. Yes, how much it has its quality, about the potential of the ship. Therefore, this is positive idea. It was believed to be unsinkable. Again, unsinkable is what? It's positive. Yes? It's positive on the previous one. That means, it gives additional information that is not positive. When we see the relationship, it's not positive, but it is talking about the positive of what we call, the positive, or else the potential of, it gives additional, information about the potential of the ship. Unsinkable, it says. Therefore, here we put what? Additional, what we call this connector. It was from this, which one is additional? That means, maybe also is better. That means it was also believed to be unsinkable. Yes? During its first voyage in 1972, the ship hit iceberg. That means, this makes it negative because fastest, modern. Therefore, they are saying it is the safest ship during its days. But here, the ship hit iceberg, contrasting, that means, it contrasts. Then you put here, according to that one. And then look here, 1972, and then here, what we call, there is comma. Before and after the blank space, there is comma. So this tells you something, that means, what type of connectors from here can be set up by commas like this. Previously, I gave you, when we discussed about however, we can put however in a sentence. Don't forget, between sentence and in a sentence is quite different. When we put in a sentence, we set off by commas, before and after the blank space. Therefore here, even this gives you additional information. And then again, when you see this is contrasting, therefore which one is contrasting from here? That is however. Therefore here, however the ship hit iceberg. The rest I leave for you. And then interpreting, that means analyzing the relationship of the sentences, between sentence, you can decide which one is very appropriate. Then this is what I have for today. And don't forget, that means to subscribe our channel. This is English from Lucybridge Academy. Join our channel, subscribe, put different types of these comments. I'm pretty sure will give you a key to unlock the door to success, that means, and then you'll be more advantageous, you become equitable, you get a lot, and then I'm pretty sure I am trying to make some very confusing and challenging points for you very easy. So if you follow me, that means this channel, I'm pretty sure you'll be equitable, or else you get a relief, or else you avoid the confusion or the mistake that you make concerning different types of these items. And then please do what I said. For today, we stop here, but next time when we meet, we'll discuss about almost we are not out of the traditional words because of due to and owing to. So for your, I want to say, I stop here. I want to say thank you very much. For today, we stop here. Thank you very much.